Hello and welcome to another episode of me commentating over other people playing on the semifinals. We have Anacondas or Aliens Rock 50 versus Thunder Monkey for the win. These are going to be some pretty good games. I faced Thunder Monkey for the win in my second round of the tournament. I actually did fairly well against him. I actually went 2-1 against him, and he still made it on into the semifinals. He beat quite a few other people in my round. Anyways, let's get ready for some pretty epic battles. We're playing on Hydro Dam today, and they're both doing the exact same strategy. We got a mortar down on the bottom for Thunder Monkey for the win, and for Anacondas, we got a mortar in the top sandbox. Either way works, but the only thing that I kind of like about putting the mortar in the bottom there is that it hits faster. You get to hit, as soon as it leaves the mortar, it hits there. As you can tell, when you look at the shot that comes out of the other mortar, it actually takes some time to get there, which is kind of weird and funny. You know, it's just, you're not really used to that. You don't think about mortars actually taking time to get places, but they do. So these games are on about 2 times speed because it would be an extremely long video if I kept it on 1 time speed. So that's why I moved it up to 2, and it'll make it a little bit more epic and crazy at the exact same time. So both players, again, fairly even. We got 120 lives for Anacondas and 130 something for Thunder Monkey for the win. Both rushing each other pretty heavily with these pink and black balloons. And that's actually a good idea because no matter what, you're really not going to get full economy out of those balloons. And you can tell both players doing the exact same freaking strategy still. They're still going for cannons. The only thing Thunder Monkey for the win has is oh, there they both go. They both have frag cannons now. They both are trying to defend these out, but just barely making it through. Honestly, barely making it through. Both about equal with lives still. No huge advantage here, but lives really do not matter that much in this game. It's all about those level 12, 13, 14, 15 rushes. Sometimes when you get to level 18 or so, that can be the deciding factor, but usually it's the 13 to 15s that really take a toll on people on this map. And actually, Anaconda's actually with the weakness right now. He does have a pretty darn good economy, though. He's about a 700 economy at the moment, which is very, very good. He just said yes for economy, which I usually tell people my economy when they do that, but if they're curious, it really does help them out a little bit when they do know your economy, so they know to be aggressive or to be kind of defensive with it. And you can tell Anacondas is actually going for a 3-0 boomerang, 3-0 cannon, and Darling gun right now, as well as he's got that mortar right there for full camo detection, so it really doesn't matter about the camo detection. The Darling gun just kind of helps out, and that's why you don't need a laser cannon or anything like that. Again, very similar strategies by both players. I'm almost guaranteeing to see a rush fairly soon, level 13 or level 15. You can tell Anacondas is saving up quite a bit of money, already up to $6,000 right now. And he can get a laser cannon if he wishes. He's kind of expecting a rush to come out, but he does end up getting the laser cannon. And he still sends out 2 Rigo Ceramics against this guy. Oh, could he possibly kill him with the Rigo Ceramics? And no, he cannot. They do not go through his defense. That is okay. Still not the end of the world, just $900, no big deal. When you're in Hydro Dam and stuff like that, money does matter a lot, but still, $900, no big deal, and they both have a very, very solid defense. Now here you can tell they're doing the exact same freaking thing still. Just plain ridiculous, in my opinion, how much they're doing the exact same thing. Even with the Dartling guns, even with the cannons, pretty much everything. And here's where it's going to come down to. Are they going to rush each other on level 18? Could we see some Moab rushes against each other? Dartling guns do help out, but I don't know if they're going to be enough, though. I just don't know. Come on, come on. I want to see an epic rush to come out pretty soon. I can only assume that they're going to go for a BFB rush, but maybe they're going to go into late game with these guys. Oh, there's a Moab. You see a Moab come out against Anacondas, but is it going to be enough? It's a Rigo Moab at that, but no, it is not enough, and he's going for Rigo Ceramics as well, and it is not enough, and now his economy has to be low. He's going for another fast cooldown Moab rush against him, and there's Moabs coming out on both sides, and Thunder Monkey for the win did get taken down. Ridiculous. Second level is on Volcano right here. I don't know the actual names of any of these levels. I just call them my own names just because I can, because I'm fun, because I'm cool, because I like to do that. I don't know why. It's Volcano, so I call it Volcano. Makes sense, right? Alright, so I don't know. I noticed that most people don't go Dart Monkeys, but you know who does? Anacondas. He goes with Dart Monkeys quite often. I've noticed this quite often. He likes to use Super Monkey Fan Club every once in a while, because that obviously is very good Moab popping power, especially his Oh My God popping power, which is sometimes one of the biggest problems for us, as well as it does have quite a bit of like regular popping power for other random balloons. So you can tell Anaconda's actually tried to stay no lives lost with that texture. That was a pretty expert move right there, but you can tell he's got to do it again now if he wants to, or just get a Dart Monkey up, which he does indeed get a Dart Monkey and keeps selling it and rebuying it. And that's quite a big waste of money. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, and he still lost some lives anyways on the pinks. So there you go. You can tell Thunder Monkey for the win placed the texture in the exact same spot as I Suck at Battles in the last semifinals games. And I think, honestly, based on that gameplay, that was a better spot for the tack shooter. I can definitely tell you that right now. That was my favorite spot for the tack shooter. And they're both rushing each other with pink balloons. We got cannons all over the place. We got tack shooters all over the place. Just plain ridiculous so far. I'm liking their strategy where they both go double cannons. Honestly, I'd rather do a double tack shooter. And here we go. Both players going Ring of Fires again. Just the Ring of Fire madness right now. Ring of Fire is still one of the most overpowered towers in the game, in my opinion. They're going to get used so much in these games. Quick update on the tournament that's going to be coming out pretty darn soon. I think this is the way it's going to work. This is not the final rules or anything like that, but it was in the downtime where we got Ring of Fires just kind of getting spammed. Tournament is going to maybe be up to 200 people, so it's going to be a crazy amount of people. We have quite a few managers of the tournament. We're going to kind of do like a King of the Hill, Super John Bombo tournament type of thing. Most of the rules are going to be different than... are going to be kind of similar to King of the Hill, but played kind of like a tournament. I think what we're going to do is do brackets of 5 people each again, and we're going to have a couple special rules that are added to the game where you actually, if you use these special towers, like special sets of towers, like these specific 4 towers, you can get a bonus in amount of lives. So technically you'll have 160 lives, where if you both end the game with 150, the person who used those crappy towers can maybe get that extra 10 bonus. And that's going to be used especially on those late game levels, which will make it a little bit more interesting. Instead of just, going no lives lost and trying to survive as long as possible, it can make it a little bit more epic. And now we're going to get down to the more crazinesses of this game. You can tell Anaconda's economy is fairly low right now, only about 900. Is that bad? No, but it's kind of low compared to what we usually see from most players. I have seen some reasonably high economies, over 1,000 pretty easily on these levels. Both players going with... a similar strategy again. We're almost doing the exact same thing right now. Double Ring of Fires from Thunder Monkey for the win, but only 1 Ring of Fire from Anaconda's, which could end up biting him in the butt if he's going too much economy and he rushes in with some sort of Regal Ceramic Rush or something like that in combination with Regal Rainbows. Level 17, you usually don't see it, and that's why I think he's not going to do it. I just don't think people are used to that type of thing. They're waiting for the Moabs and stuff like that. Anaconda's definitely went hardcore economy there. You can tell he went hardcore economy, and if he got rushed right at the beginning of level 18, he would have had a hard time. So Thunder Monkey for the win has the advantage right now, which means Anacondas has to go for an attack fairly soon right now. It looks like he's saving up his money. He's got about $6,000 at the moment. And looks like he's going for a fast cooldown Moab Rush. I think there it is. He's going for a couple spaced Moabs, actually. They're not even fast cooldown. He's got 2 Moab Assassins, but that could not be enough. He's going for Moab. Oh my god, he was expected to be. He's going for a ground zero, but it is. He got the ground zero, but now is he going to have enough stuff to actually defend this rush? He's still got the Ring of Fire. He's still got a Blade Maelstrom up, and there's Regal Ceramics going in like crazy, but is it going to be enough? He's down. Anaconda's lost some lives, and he's down to almost nothing. He sold everything for a final rush, baby, and no, he is going to lose this game. Thunder Monkey for the win has been, is the victor of this game. So right now we are 1-1 right now. We are 1-1, I believe. Anaconda's 1-1, and Thunder Monkey for the win has 1 win. So now, of course, we got a little bit different strategy coming from Anacondas. He's going boomerang style today. So we got boomerangs versus taxtures. No taxtures for Anacondas. That could really end up biting him in the butt a little bit later. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe he's got some strategy under his sleeve, and especially when you got some boomerangs. Boomerangs can be pretty darn effective, but I still think taxtures still take the cake as far as OP-ness and being very good and useful in late game. And this is the type of level where, honestly, you can go late game fairly easily. I remember when we first started this game, it was kind of on the order of not really being like that. It was more like, oh, this is a quick level, kind of like cards or something like that. But it slowly became fairly easy to do, and now we can get pretty darn far with it. And you can use farms if you wish as well. Use 3 towers and farms, and you can actually do a pretty solid rush right around level 20 or so. So you can tell that Anacondas is already losing lives. He's going with that 2-3 boomerang, which does help out for a little bit later on, but for right now, he's losing lives versus these pinks and blacks, which could be coming out fairly soon, whereas Thunder Monkey for the win can easily get his Ring of Fire up for level 6 and defeat all these black balloons. And also Anaconda's going for, obviously, the right thing to do, go with a couple low-level boomerangs, and you can really clean up a lot of these random balloons. The black balloons and the speedy balloons and stuff like that, you can take them down with just a few 0-0 boomerangs, but you don't really think about them being very good or even useful. But yeah, they are. They're very useful, in fact. Regrow White's coming out right now, but is that going to do any damage to a Ring of Fire? No, almost. If he didn't have that other texture, he probably could have done some damage. So Right now, we are at 141 lives for Thunder Monkey for the win, even though it looked like he didn't lose any lives, and Anaconda still has the advantage right now with 4 more lives than him. Still very epic so far. Both have a really reasonable economy. I can only assume they have about the same. I think that Thunder Monkey for the win probably has a little bit higher economy, though. If I had to guess, it's probably around 750, if not 800, whereas Anaconda's much lower than that. So he's going for a camo rush against him. Could this possibly leak some lives? And it does leak more lives. He's losing some lives, even with that Ring of Fire and with the Monkey Village. You can tell regrows are actually not that good versus them. And you got a mortar. He's trying to defend that mortar, and it does do a fairly decent job. He's also got a boat there to clean up some of the rest of the camo balloons that might end up leaking on through. Anaconda's rushing with some regrow ceramics right now, and could that possibly kill him? This might end up taking him down, and he does take him down with the regrow ceramics. Kind of a noob cake-ish move, if you ask me, on Thunder Monkey for the win, but we all make mistakes, and he just did not have enough economy, and Ring of Fires are not that overpowered when you have a big space in between when they attack the first time and they attack the second time. Both players starting off with a farm today on cards. Very interesting. Also, starting off with boomerangs. Now, who lost more lives on level 1 right there? That is an interesting factor right there. Anaconda's lost more lives than Thunder Monkey for the win. Again, it looks like Thunder Monkey for the win has the better starts, but Anaconda seems like he has a little bit better ending gameplay. At least that's what I've noticed so far. So both players going with farms. Anaconda ends up going with a cannon and a boomerang, while Thunder Monkey for the win just says, oh, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to go for the other 2-3 boomerang and try and survive with that. Both players not really rushing each other too much so far. But Thunder Monkey for the win still has the lead by a couple lives, believe it or not, by a couple lives. And Anaconda's still trying to catch up. Every once in a while, he's losing some lives here and there, but honestly, lives are not that big of a deal in cards. I know I'm talking about lives a little bit too much. As far as economy goes, they're right at the same spot. They've both got just the same amount of farms. Anaconda sent a few more balloons out than Thunder Monkey, but still, it's not a big deal. If I had to guess what was going to happen in this game, I would guess that Anaconda's is going to go more farms than Thunder Monkey for the win and try and play it a little bit more adventurous. And Thunder Monkey for the win is probably going to try and rush him and probably going to take him down. But that's just a guesstimate on what I think is going to happen. Anything can happen, though. Anything can happen. You can have the craziest battle up until round 37 or 38, and both have see who has the most lives win. And there's a 2-3 boomerang versus some yellows and some regrow blacks, and it is going to make him get a few more lives of damage, but still not enough to get below Anaconda's. I don't think it's going to end up being a survivor game, but it totally could. So, as far as Anaconda's is concerned, he's got a little bit less economy, at least that's what it looks like, because he sent out that gigantic regrow black and yellow rush against him. And a couple of regrow leads, could that actually do a bunch of damage? And it looks like it does not. Oh, this is crazy. 3 lives difference right now. Anaconda's getting his mortar up just in time. Both players doing basically the exact same strategy with a couple boomerangs there, just getting ready for that big regrow rainbow rush that could possibly happen on level 13. Sometimes, you'd be surprised, selling all your farms going for the most gigantic regrow rainbow rush ever could possibly kill people. And you can tell they're all getting their boomerangs up, getting ready for level 15, not really for level 13. 2-3 boomerangs, very, very solid versus regrow ceramics. Sometimes you can rush them with 1 or 2 regrow ceramics and surprisingly do some damage, but do you want to waste your money and take that chance? Sometimes. Still, like I said, Anaconda's going with, oh man, this is just so equal right now. We got Anaconda's with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms, and Thunder Monkey for the win with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 farms. 8 farms. He's going for 8. He might even go for more than that. And they're all 2-0 farms. I wonder if they're ever going to go for the 4-2 farms, which would be more efficient than those 2-0 farms. But sometimes just selling all that just to get 1 farm, and then the only way you can get rid of it is if you sell that 1 farm to get extra money, when you don't really want to do that all the time. So we're going to start getting very intense right now. We got level 18 with Moabs that can come out at any time. Oh my goodness gracious. There it is. There's a Moab rush from Anaconda. Just a single Moab. There's double Moabs, and he thinks he's going to take him down with this, but the other guy, Thunder Monkey, if I have the win, has a 2-4 boomerang, which is going to easily defeat those Moabs, and Anaconda's is wasted all that money right there. He's playing comeback right now. He's got 122 economy and so many farms. Looks like Thunder Monkey for the win's going to go for a gigantic BFE rush, but that's just what I'm thinking is going to happen right now. I don't know, but he's down to quite a few less farms as well. But as far as economy is concerned, he does indeed have more economy. And you got to be careful. You're thinking, oh, I got a huge advantage over this guy. But if he still sells his 3 farms, sells his Moab Maulers, and sells maybe a boomerang or 2, he can go for a gigantic BFB rush. And that's what he looks like he's going to do. He's going for a BFB rush right now, and he's going for a couple fast cooldown Moabs right after that. And there's another BFB rush coming from Anaconda as well. He should sell those Moab Maulers. He's doing the exact right thing right now. And those BFBs are going to take into consideration. Oh, he's got another 4 he's got a really nice mortar over there as well. He's trying to sell them to keep them all busy. And Anacondas is down to 0 towers right now. They're both going for the mortar stall. This is just getting plain ridiculous. Both going for mortar stalls, and it looks like Thunder Monkey for the win is going to take this game. Anacondas has been defeated. Wow. Wow, this is just getting plain intense. This is 2v2 right now. We got 2 wins for Thunder Monkey and 2 wins for Anacondas. One of the most intense series that I have seen in a long time. All games have been very, very well done, and honestly, when you got mortar stall technique going on versus each other, that gets pretty darn intense, to say the least. Just trying to stall those Moabs for as long as possible so the other person's going to die first. Expert techniques from both players today. Some of the best gameplay I've seen in, like I said, a while. So, Anaconda's already lost a few lives. He's going for that cannon start versus the cannon tack shooter start. And Anaconda's, again, going with some weird towers. You know, I'd usually see a tack shooter on this level, but he's not. He's going for the boomerang dart monkey strategy. And that's definitely going to hurt him. Look at that. Those pink balloons are just running right through. The tack shooters are obviously rocking the pink balloons, maybe losing a life here and there, but overall, just not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Down 25 lives for Anacondas, and Thunder Monkey for the win has quite a few more than him. And Anaconda's going for another weird thing. He's going for some 0-0 boomerangs. He's definitely trying to keep his economy up, and when you go with a 2-3 boomerang or something like that, you just cannot keep your economy up. What I would say right around now is just say, screw lives. I know I'm down. I'm not going to catch up very easily. I would just go for a really, really solid economy and still get enough defense for this level, obviously level 6. And Anaconda's just like, dude, I can't put anything down. And yeah, because of the new low quality update, you can't really fit things very easily anywhere. Basically, when people go on low quality, you used to be able to fit a bunch of crap all in one spot. But now they made low quality so you cannot fit a bunch of crap into one spot, and it was kind of unfair because people on high quality, or regular quality as most people would probably call it, had a little bit of a bigger issue fitting lots of towers into places that would be reasonable. So we got a Ring of Fire, Tack Shooter, and then we got 3-0 Boomerang, 3-0 Cannon, which is a pretty good combination. But on this level, I don't know. I don't know if a 3-0 Cannon, 3-0 Boomerang can actually handle a lot of big rushes. Oh man, so how's the economy going so far? I don't know. There's another 2-3 Dart Monkey right there. That's something you don't see too often. A 2-3 Dart Monkey. Can it be used helpful? Can it be helpful? Honestly, not versus Rigo Ceramics, but versus some other random towers, random balloons such as Rigo Ceramics, maybe. So you see Thunder Monkey for the win going with the boats today, which is what I would do. I would go for the boats because I think boats are good ceramic popping power as well as just regular popping power as well, and can be fairly useful. And there he is. You see Anaconda's going for a pretty reasonable rush right there. I think it was a Rigo Rainbow, Rigo Ceramic rush. And he's down quite a bit of stuff. He's going for a little bit more economy. He knows he has a solid defense, or at least thinks he has a solid defense, but I don't know. Rigo Ceramics could possibly do some damage. Rigo Ceramic, Rigo Rainbow rush could maybe even take him down. Especially with when you know what towers he has, because we know what towers he has. We don't know if he's going to whip out a Blade Maelstrom over there or something like that and defend that rush, and then you're just caught with pants down and be like, oh crap, wasted all my money on round 17, now I have nothing to defend against level 18. So you can tell both players doing the exact same thing, getting 2 cannons on the little ice thing right where the Moabs could possibly come out. Do you want to rush with the Moab right now? I mean, it's kind of expensive. It's $2,200 to go for a Regro Moab. Don't even go for regular Moabs at this point in the game. Just go for those Regros. And you can tell Anacondas is going for the Super Monkey strategy. He's going for the Super Monkey Storm. Not Super Monkey Storm. Super Monkey Fan Club. He's got a bunch of random Dart Monkeys over there. He's still got quite a bit of money, but he doesn't have enough yet. He doesn't have enough money for it yet. And if he rushed him with a BFB rush or something a little bit earlier, he could have maybe took him down. A little bit of Mortar Micro from Anacondas as well as Thunder Monkey for the win. Doing a little bit of Mortar Micro to make sure everything's staying in place and getting those camo balloons taken down right at the right time. Don't forget that those boats have camo protection as well as those Dart Monkeys have camo protection as well. And you can tell Anacondas is just getting his Super Monkey Storm. Oh my God, Super Monkey Fan Club all ready to go. He's upgrading all of his Dart Monkeys up to bigger range, which will allow the Super Monkeys to hit things further away. Very, very helpful. That you can tell he uses this often, because not very many players would do something like that. Most players would just say, screw it, man, I'll go for the 2-3 Dart Monkeys or 0-3 Dart Monkeys first, but he's going for range. Interesting indeed. At least I think that is range. Based on what I'm looking at, I think it is. So there it is, just about to get that Super Monkey Fan Club, but deciding not to get it yet. So now they're like, surrender! We got, oh man, getting level 25 already. How much more epic could this possibly get? How much more epic could this possibly get? 4-2 cannon, more Moabs coming out on the other side, and those Moab Assassins are really, really useful for that. You got to get those Moab Assassins up, and he's buying and reselling them, and he's going for a regrow. Oh my god, rushes from both sides right now. Got a Super Monkey Fan Club versus all of these Moabs. There's a oh my god coming towards Thunder Monkey for the win. And oh my goodness gracious, Anacondas goes for the Super Monkey Fan Club Juggernaut Club. This is just getting more intense every second. Could that oh my god go through his defense? He's going for a mortar sell and buy and just keeps doing it over and over again to hopefully take this oh my god down and slow it down just enough to survive. But it looks like it is not going to be enough. That even though that sell and buy does help out quite a bit, it is not enough power, and Thunder Monkey for the win is going to get taken down. Oh my goodness gracious. Very, very epic game so far. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. I know I did. As always, please press that little like button for me. And we'll see the final games pretty darn soon. Thanks for watching, and have a very, very nice day.